Hey podcasters, I've got a new podcast production tool that's super easy to use and has cut my production time in half. I'm talking about Zencastr. Zencastr is an all-in-one podcast production suite that gives you studio quality audio and video without needing to know all the technical know-how. It records each guest locally, then uploads the crystal clear audio and video right into the suite so that you have high quality raw materials to work with. When you're done recording, Zencastr can even send the files right over to your Google Drive or Dropbox. You know I like to keep it short and sweet, and that's exactly what Zencastr does. Ready to start recording your podcast in audio and video with exceptional quality? Click the link in the show notes to get 30% off of a Zencastr Pro membership. You know I'm the queen of recommendations, so do yourself a favor and try Zencastr today. Welcome to What the Pod. I go by the name of DJ Treacy, your fairy pod mother and the undisputed queen of podcast recommendations. What the Pod is a podcast that recommends new shows for you to listen to. Shouts out to all my listeners that's listening on the Jam platform. Thanks so much for joining me today, and let's jump right into today's show. This show is not a podcast, but you can find it on YouTube, and it's hilarious. Check out Cornbread TV, starring Funny Marco. I honestly have never heard anyone who interviews like Funny Marco. It's definitely a hilarious experience. I suggest you check out the Lil Duval episode on YouTube today. Angie Martinez has been the queen of interviews for 2 decades, and now she has an intimate interview podcast called Angie Martinez in Real Life. This is a brand new podcast, but she's already had some pretty big heavy hitters on there, including the podfather himself, Joe Budden. We love Angie, so check out Angie Martinez in Real Life today. The Diary of a CEO is hosted by Stephen Bartlett, and if you're looking for a good starter from the bottom story, there's over 150 episodes of it on this podcast. Stephen talks about how he started out broke and is now the ex-CEO of one of the UK's fastest growing companies. Check out the Diary of a CEO today for some insight and inspiration. Thank you so much for listening to What the Pod. If you liked any of my picks, then share my show with your friends. As always, click the link in the show notes to follow along with this list with me on Spotify. Text What the Pod to 552266 to get this episode text right to your phone every single day. Let me know your favorite picks on TikTok at DJ Treacy. That's DJ TRICEY. If you love me and you love my show, then give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'll check right back in with you tomorrow where I have 3 new shows for you to listen to.